Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and the Aztecs will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense takes the field. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage is open, zone coverage is open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Aztecs offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Rebels in the hurry up. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safety.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the bad blood between Oregon and Oregon State dates back to 1894, at least on the football field. A top 5 rivalry, and it's gone final. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Dropping back, it's Duffy. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll test the right side. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Going deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And now on second down for this offense.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Brown. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Coming after him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Oh, he left him grabbing. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Rebels!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. A 1st down for the offense. He's going to pass. Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Harris. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner goes down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Just trucks through it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He looks that one in nicely. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Bentley. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets to give. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Offense, quick tempo. They'll run the option. Hard running there. Across the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day either. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. To the air, it's Dart. Takes the easy completion. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little dance step. Gets away from one, finds room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Duffy. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The give to the back. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff from the gun. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to bring a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Back to throw, it's Duffy. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He's looking to pass. Blasted as he... And that pass is intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They stripped it out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the tight end. Makes the catch and he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Fires into traffic and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Bulldozes him. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Right back to the well. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set.
27, San Diego State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass, it's Duffy. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Grabs it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.